Hey, to all y'all family at this time. May the peace of y'all be come upon you, brothers and sisters. At this time, I'm gonna take a little quick look at this book here called Beyond the Roots. My brothers and sisters, it's about William the White by Kinsick Senior. Uh, he's a Baptist preacher, and he was doing some research to try to trace our heritage. There's a picture of him right here, brothers and sisters. Right here. And, his views on Christianity, I don't get with. He showed favoritism to Christianity. That's a fact because he's a Christian. So he showed some prejudice, dear brothers and sisters, towards Christianity, not knowing the depths of their deception, yes, and falsehood. So he talks about the New Testament as well, but he brings up his discovery and doing his research and study to try to trace back our heritage. He found some information about Islam and how Islam enslaved our people as well, brothers and sisters. So I'm going to read some of that to you at this time. This is found on page 51 right here. And I'm going to go down toward the bottom when he start off with Judaism and Christianity Bible. So we're going to read that together right here. Say Judeo and Christian, excuse me, Judeo and Christian Bible is older than the Quran. Acknowledge Muhammad borrowing a portion of the Quran from the Judeo-Christian Bible. It said blacks in Ethiopia were students of the scriptures and had built churches on African soil before Muhammad was ever born. So take this note. It's a blacks. See, this word black also refer to Negro. So keep that in mind. Negro, the one they call nigger. So we talking about blacks in Ethiopia were students of the scriptures. And they had built churches on African soil before Muhammad was ever born. It said the spread of Islam was political and economic as much as it was spiritual. It said when Islam militarily spread over much of Asia and Africa, it became economically and vocationally feasible for all persons in these areas to convert to Islam. It said the political and economic systems in these countries became inextricably combined with Islam, and consequently most of Asia and much of Africa converted to Islam as a result of the Arabic conquest. Nevertheless, Dr. Du Bois informs us that the Nubians Ethiopians who had converted to Christ literally engaged in warfare against the predominantly Arab Muslims to stop the spread of Islam. So the Arab and Muslims enslaved blacks See, they refer to the Negroes. It's Arab Muslims enslaved blacks. The most shocking and revealing discovery of the 100 plus books that I have read or consulted in. That's the author of this book is saying that. It's a preparation for this work was learning that Arab Muslims enslaved blacks and was the first nation to target blacks, see, Negroes, exclusively for slavery. You see that? So the Europeans adopted the practice of targeting blacks, see, Negroes, for slavery from Muslims movement in America was largely built. Let me go back a little bit and say the Muslim movement in America was largely built on the premise that Islam and Arabs were ethnically identified, friendly, and respectful, and hospitable towards blacks, Negroes, while Christianity was ethnically identified with Europeans, right here, and a party to the system that sought to control and deny Negroes, they got black people, human dignity, honor, and freedom. You see that? In turn, he's saying what he found out. The Islam was identical to Christianity. See? The human dignity to deprive you of your human rights, your honor, and freedom. Du Bois informed us that when blacks slaves converted to Islam, they won respect in Arab countries. You see why some people convert, even why our brothers and sisters convert to Christianity today? For rights. You know, and that's why you can see back in the movement back in the 60s and 50s and 70s, they were looking for political rights. Honor. You know, okay, we convert to your religion, to your idol, your gods, whatever. A lot of people convert and hold fast to and fight for the religions for that reason. And so the new people growing up today don't have that knowledge. Why are these people fighting? Even though the nations that have the religions mistreat us. And see, and a lot of our people converted to because they offer our people money. You see how these churches do. People sell their soul for the money, and others be left in the dark. The ones that grow up don't have a clue what's really going on. That's exactly what's be going on, brothers and sisters. They convert to the organizations, the religions, the enemy nations, religion for rights, for privileges. Yes, brothers and sisters, that's a fact. So, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to show you that of this book. It said, Du Bois informed, I read that part, black people, human rights. Let me go back up and look. It said, identified with Europeans and the party to the system that sought to control, and deny black people human rights, which is Yah rights, basically. But a lot of these punishments came on it in the curse of Yah said all these things were going to be inflicted on us, brothers and sisters, because we did not obey Yah. Nations might not look at it that way, but I'll be allowed the door to be open for the nations to inflict all of these things on us. And through all of these things, they make their laws. See, they had their religions and they had their laws as well that governs your body. That I'll said, your enemy will rule your body over you until you turn back to Yah and repent. But first, he says, for a long period of time, all the ones that sinned against Yah back then would have to die. So all of them did, all the ones that sinned against Yah, they died off. Now, we had the time that we could turn back to Yah, brothers and sisters. That's why I said in Ezekiel chapter 37, can these dry bones live? After all of that punishment, been cast away into the grave of exile, into outer darkness. That we was blind spiritually, could not see. But now, he opened our eyes so we can begin to see again, brothers and sisters, and know these things. We are the seed of the one that was cast off into outer darkness, to the grave of exile. But he always made room, and he made a promise that he was going to put his spirit back into us, the spirit of knowledge, that we may return to him, and that he may return to us, and rise up into a exceedingly great army, brothers and sisters, all over the earth, and come back to our homeland, brothers and sisters, once again. So keep that in mind, and that's what I found in this book. I was over my aunt's house and I picked it up and I started to read it. I found this bit of information. So let me read a little bit. It said, Du Bois informed us that when black slaves converted to Islam, they won respect in Arab countries. In Islamic law, it was illegal for a true Muslim to hold another Muslim in slavery. Many blacks converted. You see that? It said many blacks converted, to that religion because it was that clause they had under their law. So they didn't want to be slaves, so keep that in mind. It said many blacks converted to Islam in order to receive favorable treatment. You see that? In Arab Muslim rule countries. He said, I wonder if the majority of blacks, Muslims in America are aware of the racist history of Arab countries and the real reason why many blacks converted to Islam. They got, theologically speaking, it is absurd to suggest that blacks, Christians, rejected Christ and Christianity and converted to Islam because of historic racism and institutional Christianity. Even if a person were willing to fall for such simple logic, the Arab Muslim faith, because of its racist history, does not offer an acceptable alternative. And neither does Christianity, brother and sisters. See, so this guy, he holds fast to his Christian views because he claimed Jesus Christ, Christianity, and he holds fast to them things. In this book, you'll see that if you ever pick up this book and read it, right here called Beyond the Roots in Search of Blacks, which is Negroes in the Bible, brothers and sisters. And so, looking at that, I just wanted to show you how he found out a piece about how people was enslaved. And they targeted blacks. Why they say blacks? talking about Negroes, the Hebrew people. And so, and it showed in there how blacks it was in there studying Judaism. That's why you see in Ethiopia, you see of the Jewish religion, the way they do things, and you can see it throughout in Africa today. Judaism practice, a form of Christianity, but it wasn't the pure and perfect way of Yah that was Torah based only. That's why you see a lot of them in their career to stop and do the same things what Esau does. They bring that form and mixture there, the Christianity twist. Yes, with the Abaru teaching, brothers and sisters. That's why they come with the Old Testament and the New Testament, brothers and sisters. They form their religion. That it become a religion. It become a worship of idolatry, the worship of Elohim, the worship of gods, which Yah is none of these things but Ra, the creator of heaven and the earth. See, so you gotta have this knowledge. So when you pick up books like this, brothers and sisters, you like this, you can see that, and you can read between the lines of people like him that was a Baptist Christian teacher that come with his own viewpoints and Christianity twist on it. See, these are things you'll pick up right away when you have that knowledge, brothers and sisters. So he can hold true to all the true facts, and so he'll hold. See right here, it's a Baptist church in Montgomery. And this the one that owned this book, the one that the author of this book, he was a Christian, so he have his Christian viewpoints that will keep the twist in it with it, brothers and sisters. See, so you got to see all of these things, brothers and sisters, when you read books you pick up books like this, and don't allow these people to deceive you in any kind of way, brothers and sisters. Do your homework. This book was the author William Dwight McKissick Sr. Brothers and sisters, see right here, Baptist Church. It say Reverend William Dwight McKissick is a pastor of the Cornerstone Baptist Church in Arlington, Texas. See, brothers and sisters, he was doing his research based on this one named Alex Haley was doing some research and traced his roots back, and he was talking about Islam, and so he wanted to go beyond Islam because he had idea that Islam wasn't our true faith, and neither is Christianity as well. Our people picked up this doctrine of Christianity, yes, from European people. That's a fact. And Edomites themselves that brung them. That's why he said they study Judaism and Christianity. But the laws, the Torah was given from Yah to Moshe to pass down to his seed and to eventually to the whole earth. It had nothing to do with Judaism or Christianity, brothers and sisters. So so keep that in mind. I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to show you this piece from this book and how we are not Christians and our faith is not of Islam, brothers and sisters. These were the things that were forced upon us, put on upon us, and then our people began to accept these things for political reasons and rights and privileges, and hoping that the hardship will leave them. They will be left alone and be free to do other things as they please. But nevertheless, just like all y'all said, we still being oppressed in the Islam countries and in the Christian countries as well, brothers and sisters, by their law. That's why it's so important that we unite and turn back to Yah and go back in our own faith. Showing you, when you look at these things, they targeted Negroes, the Hebrew people. It show you why they didn't say they targeted all the Hamites. See, showing the distinction between, if they say they target blacks, that means the whole nation of Africa. It's bigger than a picture than that. They target Hebrew people. Just like Abiyah said, Hebrew people is distinct from just being an ordinary lookalike of the Hamites. See, they use the word Negro, black, but it's actually Hebrew people they targeted. See, they were looking for a specific group of people. Why? Because Abiyah allowed this to be in their minds. Because to fulfill Abiyah's prophecy. They didn't know they were fulfilling Abiyah's prophecy. They had it just came to their mind to we want these people out of here. They wanted them control over us. And Abiyah and their mind came that way because Abiyah said he was going to punish us that way. See? That's why it's so important to be on the side of Yah. Because when we don't obey Yah, family, Abiyah will allow these things, thoughts, to go into a person's mind and they're going to carry it out. But when we obey Abiyah, he suppresses everyone. He take their power away and give us the power. You see that? How the nation feared us at one time to the point of we came to fear them. Abiyah said we had trembling hearts when we see them come in our presence. They come around with their police cars and sirens. Who they going to take away today? To the point of the day, a lot of our brothers and sisters fearing to unite. Fearing to let go Christianity and Islam even though they know it's false. But they hold on to it for rights of the enemy. Think about all of these things, brothers and sisters. You see all of that inside of that man's book. Between the lines, you can see that. And how they show how people knowing this stuff is fake. Islam is fake. How people converted to it. Learn them ways. Learn them laws. Even though it don't mean nothing. They abandoned Yah. Just like Abiyah said, even when our people's in the land, why we got put out, our ancestors. They abandoned the ways of Yah. And that's when Abiyah said, I'm going to punish you. From the top to the bottom, he put everybody out. So brothers, wake up. Sisters, wake up. Come back to Yah, your mighty one. Serve him only. Just like Yahshua bin Nun said, as for me and my house, we're going to serve Yah and Yah alone. That's the mind you got to have, brothers. So when you research your history like the brothers search it out in pod. But he did not neglect Christianity. He still, because he still lacked that knowledge. At least in his book, he lacked the knowledge that Christianity is just as worse as Islam. We've been indoctrinated by both. And our people accept both, brothers and sisters. Please do your homework. Don't be biased. Don't be partial. Because I'm in this, I've been practicing Christianity. I've been practicing Islam. You got to know both was put on our nation. That they call us black, colored, African American, Negro. They never want you to know that you was the chosen ones of Yah that was put out to be punished. And that's why they targeted us, brothers and sisters. Yes, Islam first, then Christianity. Targeted us. But even before them, we got put out by the Greeks, brothers and sisters. Yes, I'll be allowed to be. And the Edomites attacked us with other groups as well. And they sold us from here to there into slavery. So before Islam and Christianity came and took the bulk into slavery, we've been already enslaved by other nations, like the Greeks. Don't overlook them, brothers and sisters. and Esau, the Edomites, sold us into slavery, brothers and sisters. And all the other ones that escaped, eventually, the Europeans caught up with them, and the Arab caught up with us and sold us throughout the whole earth, just like Abiyah said. So that is true. True history, brothers. Do your homework. Turn back to Yah, our mighty one, our almighty one, Shaddai of heaven and the earth, but Ra, the creator. With that, I say Todah Yah.